Let's talk New York Mets baseball. Kodai Senga is really starting to separate himself from the rest of the bullpen, from the rest of the pack. He's showing exactly why the Mets paid him that money, went and got him and brought him to the United States and brought him to the team. He is doing absolutely phenomenal. We saw him have a rough start. His last start wasn't that great. It wasn't horrible, but it was a little bit rough. But last night's outing was absolutely phenomenal. He is definitely separating himself from the pack. Colorado is the 11th in the league in hits, so they can get on base. But after the game, Senga said that he was determined to shut those guys out, and that's exactly what he did. He's got the most wins out of any other pitcher right now. He's 4-1. Senga has the most strikeouts right now. He's actually tied with David Peterson, but David Peterson has been set back down. He's got 36 strikeouts. He went 6 innings last night, had 2 hits, 4 walks that he wasn't happy about, 4 strikeouts, and he now pushed his ERA down to 3.38. He is doing absolutely phenomenal. He said he was determined to shut those guys out, and that's exactly what he did. After getting embarrassed in Detroit by the Tigers, getting swept and then getting shut out in the last game, this was a momentum shift that we absolutely needed, and I'm glad that he was able to bring it. He was throwing some heat too, if I'm not mistaken. There was a couple of them out there that were hitting the 98-mile-an-hour mark. So, I mean, the guy's got an arm on him. Glad to have him on the squad. He's definitely separating himself. You know, this is what you expect from a Scherzer or whatnot, and we all know what we got from him, or what we're getting from him, actually. There wasn't much offense in the game. Nimmo was the only one who scored. He hit a home run. He sent one over the fence. Thankfully, you know, Senga didn't have much help on that side of the ball. You know, if it wasn't for Nimmo hitting that run, I mean, it would have been a shutout on our side as well. We still aren't, producing that much offensively. In the last 3 games, we've scored 2 runs. So that should tell you what's going on offensively right there alone. Last night we had 5 hits in 28 at-bats, walked twice, 8 strikeouts, and left 10 on base. Beatty got him a hit, and he's still hitting. He's still proving why he needs to be up there in the lineup. But today's focus, I just wanted to be on Senga. Senga is absolutely phenomenal. I hope that he keeps this up. We see that they switched up his rotation a little bit. They were bringing him in a little bit sooner, but they kind of got him back on the schedule that he's used to over there in Japan. I think over in Japan, if I'm not mistaken, it's every 8 days or so that he was pitching or something to that effect or whatnot. And they kind of switched that up. Buck switched that up just a little bit. And, maybe it's showing a little bit. Maybe that's why he did so well last night. Regardless of the reason, he did exactly what he's getting paid to do. He earned his paycheck last night. It was phenomenal. It's not like Colorado isn't a team that can't get on base. They're not one of the best teams in the league. They're low in, several different categories or whatnot, but they can get hits and they can get on base. So it's phenomenal what he did. We're not out of the weeds yet. It's not as if that, we need to start celebrating the boys are back. We're absolutely not. It's just a promising sight to see, I guess you could say. I don't know of a better way to put it than that. It's just promising to see that we have, one guy in the pen, one guy in the rotation that maybe we can start to really rely on. He's 4-1. But like I said, we're not out of the weeds yet. No reason to start celebrating yet. This is just one win after a sweep from one of the worst teams in Major League Baseball. So no need to start jumping around and all of that stuff just yet. We need to keep pushing, keep going, finish off this series against Colorado with either a 2-1 or a sweep. That would be great. But that's about it. I'm not going to keep everybody too long. Just wanted to throw out a little bit of something there. Get that out, get a little bit of information out. Keep you guys updated. I appreciate everybody who hangs out, who's still here. Thank you very much. Let's go Mets.